This is a dangerous conversation with Scott Ledger, Quick Fix, on Radio Influence.
Well, outside of the system are people called libertarians. And though I do jibe with a tiny bit of conservatism, I jibe with a pretty healthy amount of liberalism, and I jibe with a good amount of libertarianism, because I'm my own person. To put myself inside of any one box, I think I do myself a disservice, but I also allow the system to do that. Well, Gary Johnson ran for president 4 years ago. I think he got like 2.5%, 3% of the vote. Nothing huge. But there was a debate the other day where Gary Johnson, and I think this is just essentially just a political move on his point, but he called Trump a pussy. Now, he called him a pussy on stage, and then there's this explanation here I'm going to play to you that he called him a pussy. He called him a pussy 2 more times. All right, Gary.
Kind of a misfire on my part when I called him a pussy. Donald Trump's a pussy.
This is a man running for president, right? Sorry. And he goes, Donald Trump's a pussy. Ugh.
But the point was that, you know what? I've climbed the highest mountain on each of the 7 continents. I'm going to do a 3,000-mile mountain bike ride.
He's hired, he's climbed mountains, he climbs mountains, he's in great shape. He rides a mountain bike, but he's still insecure and wears a horrible toupee. Horrible toupee. If anybody is close to this man, go, Gary, dump the toupee. Or just, do the Shatner toupee. Do the David Letterman. Just do the small, close to the head hairpiece. Don't do the big, fluffy thing on the top of your head. What is that? Oh, my God. All right, Gary, you're up.
Here, upcoming, Trump's a pussy. I think that Donald Trump alienates more than a pussy. I think that Trump's a pussy. Trump's a pussy. Trump's a pussy.
He's looking right into the camera when he says it. Now, I don't ever remember, Richard Nixon telling the world that anybody else, or John F. Fuck it, I'm not doing voices. John F. Kennedy ever call anybody a pussy? Into a camera? I'm sure he said it when no one was around. I got Trump going, bomb the shit out of him. And I got this guy calling him a pussy.
I think that Donald Trump alienates more than half of Republicans. Deporting 11 million illegal immigrants, building a fence across the border, killing the families of Islamic terrorists. Free market, but I'm going to force Apple to make their iPads and their iPhones in the United States. If it gets down to being in the presidential debates and he's got anything to say about me, which I'm sure he will, I'll just start off the fact that he's a pussy.
I wish I could make this up, but it's better when they do it.
Dangerous Conversation with Scott Ledger can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, and RadioInfluence.com.